Hello and welcome. This is Rainy. We're playing Rimworld, and today we'll be continuing our series with the Lost Cities tribe. Let's get started by taking a look at this pop-up that came up as soon as I loaded up the game. So, a little bit of backstory first. The colony noticed that there was a strange wild man hanging around the area, and I am just going to go ahead and say okay to democracy, because that is the type of leadership that we want in our colony. But they noticed that there was a strange wild man just hanging out, and they were all a little concerned, or at least a little wary of this man. They were a little afraid that he would cause trouble with some of the things, or steal their food or crops or whatever. So they didn't really want him around. Until they noticed that he was pretty good at digging into the mountainside or into the ground for like roots and shelter and things like that. So they noticed that he had a pretty good digging skill, and then they were like, we need that in our colony. Unfortunately, there was not really any real consensus about how they wanted to go about seeing that Crosby becomes part of their colony, their tribe here, their city, I suppose. They're all interchangeable terms, right? So, they were arguing about that for a long while during one of their infamous meetings where everybody's sitting around yelling at each other, trying to figure out how to do things the way that they want to do them. And finally, it got to the point where it was absolutely going nowhere. And so Rowan, who is literally the only person in the colony who has any interest in social skills and diplomacy and all that, slammed his hands down on the table and said, "This is ridiculous. We need leadership, or we'll never be able to achieve our dreams of getting this city that we have, our RM city, and modeling it after Atlantis and El Dorado. So we need to fix that." And there was a bit more arguing, but eventually they agreed that they really do need some leadership here. So thank you, Admiral Trench, for suggesting that I add a leadership mod. I browsed through some of the ones on Steam, and the one that I was able to come up with that worked with all of my mods and that seemed to be kind of what you were talking about was, in fact, I believe it's called Colony Leadership. And so we will be using that from now on, and whoever is elected for our leadership will probably have a very strong sway on how we go about building our colony. So I'm going to really quickly build a wooden ballot box here, and there's no room inside to do it, so we're just going to put it outside. The leadership looks like the elections are held every 1st, 7th, and 15th day of the month. So we have a few days before we see another election. Which means that in the meantime, Crosby's just going to be hanging out and nothing will be done about it. Which is fine. But we do have to keep in mind, we're going through a heat wave right now. So if Crosby collapses, we'll probably want to at least rescue him temporarily so that he doesn't die. Because we really need people who are better at digging, because we are never going to get this mined out at this rate. Cat's doing a good job, but it is slow going. Also, we are basically out of food. These two are the only food left in the colony, and Aspen is smack in the middle of eating one of them. So, let's see what there is around to hunt. We've had some bad experiences with boars, so maybe not. I will say, let's hunt some rams here. Is there anything down south besides Crosby? Not really. They're all kind of clustered around the water, which makes sense because, well, everybody needs water. And we are in the middle of a dry thunderstorm, so hopefully nothing terrible comes of that. Crosby, how you doing? You just hanging out? Your heat stroke has hit serious levels. I don't think they collapse until they're about at 60%. But, you know, we'll keep an eye on him. We don't want him collapsing and dying on us. And we will definitely hunt this turkey as well. Hopefully. Purple, how you doing, buddy? Purple's immunity is keeping up. It's not fantastic right now, but he's doing better than he could be, I suppose. When can we tend you next? In 8 hours. Okay, so I'm not gonna worry about you. Hopefully, and we're getting low on medicine too. Man, we really gotta work on supplies here. But that'll kind of be up to the leaders, whoever is actually elected. Crosby's still up on his feet. He's getting there though. And hopefully Rowan's up soon because we won't have any food until, well, I guess we could say, hey, go harvest some things for yourselves. That'll hopefully get us food in the meantime. There we go, Rowan's finally up. He's taking care of Purple, and now he's hunting us some food, which is perfect because really, really, really we need it. I guess it's raining. We could get some boogalopes as well. I think that's what we'll do. Hopefully the thunderstorm that's going on doesn't stop until we're done hunting our boomalope friends here. Rowan, how you doing? You're tending to Purple, thank you. Very good. And it looks like he's doing just fine. I was a little worried when I first saw that he had come down with malaria because, well, that's not good, obviously. Oh, hi, Crosby. How you doing? You only have minor heat stroke. Okay, that's fine. I'm so glad that you only have minor heat stroke. There we go, there's some food. Cat, yes, okay. So Cat's going to make us some food here, and hopefully that'll get us some supplies. We also, I'm hoping, will have all of this mined out very shortly so that we can install, if I can get this turned around, I want to install the research table elsewhere and not have it in the middle of the kitchen. Oh, Fennel is hunting a turkey? Fennel, how? You're like a third at best the size of that turkey. Okay, whoa, go Fennel. Jeez. Fennel is like legitimately one of the strongest cats that I could even imagine having. I appreciate you, Fennel. Oh. And Purple needs treatment, so we're going to, okay, he's getting a simple meal. As soon as he lays back down, we'll have Rowan come patch him up and see what this item quest is. So Grill is the prime counselor of the Southwest Weston. He has informed us of some collection of goodies. There's an infinite chem reactor, that's fantastic, and a tornado generator. Wow. I mean, I don't know if I'd ever want to use that because that sounds kind of unpredictable. I guess if you can generate the tornadoes, you can kind of control where they go, maybe? Anyway, there's 2 turrets and 1 enemy defending the site. We will see how far away it is. Oh, that's actually pretty close. I mean, you do have to travel over some mountains, but... So it's only like a 2.5 day journey, which is not bad. So, oops. I think what we'll do is wait until after, in 2 days, I think we have the election. We'll wait to see who gets elected, and then they'll make a decision as a colony and under the new leadership as to what to do, and that will depend on what kind of personality the leader has, if they like diplomacy, or if they like goodies, or if they're more focused on other things. And that's probably good on food. Let's take a look at Crosby. Oh, Crosby's down! Okay. How bad are you? You're only at 66%, which isn't great, but it's still not good. So I think what we're gonna do is... we'll put another med bed up and turn it to medical. And then Rowan, since you're the one who kind of wants to do this in a nicer way, instead of just having Crosby be forced to join at bow tip point, whatever, bow point. I think he's gonna be the one to, like, rescue him and be like, oh, let's see if we can convince him that we're nice people. Maybe he'll join by himself. Because he really likes diplomacy over, I think he will gladly throw fists with you. Let's see. If he needs to. He actually has a passion for melee fighting. But, he likes diplomacy as well. He's got that thing going on where it's, you know, it's a Wonder Woman's creed, and I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's something along the lines of, don't use your fists unless you've offered your hand, and something. I'll look that up and figure it out later. Oh, hey, we finished one of our researchers finally. So the next up is beer brewing. We just finished clearing water. So that'll be fantastic because that'll help keep us from getting sick from having not so great water. So once we have some room in the kitchen, aka once I can finally put this elsewhere, I will have them take the research bins and put it elsewhere. And honestly, the beer brewing's great. Oh, Crosby's down again. Okay, Rowan, go rescue our friend. This guy. Oh, relaxed from the cold spring. Can you have people go sit in the water and, like, improve their mood? Wow. Okay. Well, we'll see. Crosby's kind of... Oh, he's got food poisoning, too. So... yeah, interesting. We have a good amount of food, for which I am very grateful. We'll still probably need to go do some more hunting in the near future, but we are not starving, and that is really what matters. Oh, these are all, like, converging on... Oh, are they all getting the heck out? Okay. You had to go all the way around? You couldn't just go north here? I think all the animals are leaving because it's so hot outside that they're gonna die. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We may not have anything to hunt. That's not good. There's a turkey. Somebody can go get the turkey. In fact, why don't we have you... You are butchering. Perfect. Why don't we have you work on that? You can butcher a bit of food. There's literally no animal left. Oh, we have a herd of muffalo now. That's good. I don't want to tangle with the muffalo if I can help it, because if this whole herd attacks us, it's not going to be good for our hunters. And we only have one right now because Purple is not doing great. Rowan, are you going to help Purple? Why don't you tend to Purple? Let's make sure he's still doing okay. Yeah, I think Purple's going to pull through just fine. We are not going to... oh. Aspen, why are you... Oh, alcohol withdrawal, that's right. So, Aspen is an alcoholic, and she is currently going through withdrawal. She's probably going to have several more mental breaks. Hopefully it's... The Sad Wander's not fantastic, but it's probably one of the better ones that we could have had to deal with. At least she's not, like, throwing a tantrum or trying to kill our animals or whatever else. So she can sad wander for a while. I don't mind. So I'm a little concerned that we're going to run out of food in the near future, but thankfully it looks like we still got about a day left on this turkey. It looks like we'll be okay. We really need... I hope that our leader wants to worry about, like, recruiting Crosby sooner rather than later, because we really need somebody to help dig out some stuff. Especially since Aspen's now... Is Aspen one of our diggers? No, it was Cat. Just kidding. So Aspen is our cook, I believe. One of our cooks. She's actually really more of a crafter. I don't know what Aspen does. Aspen. Crosby! Okay. So, wow, that... Okay, so, wow, Crosby has joined us. That is more than a little fantastic. So we're going to have him be on firefighting. He's going to be one of our patients. We'll put him on basic as well. He's a decent warden, so we'll have him on wardening as well. He's just equal in skill to Rowan, which is, I'm sure Rowan's like, oh, finally, we have somebody else who cares about diplomacy. So that's good. He's a decent cook, so we're definitely going to have him be on cooking for sure. He is really good at construction, so I want to put him on that. He's decent at growing things, so we'll put him on growth and plant cut. I really want him on mining, though. Like, that's the most important thing that I think anybody can do right now, because we now have a pressing need for more rooms. Let's make this not medical so Crosby can go to sleep if he wants. He is naked and does not like to be naked, so we'll have to maybe put up a crafting spot and make him some tribal wear or something. We'll just put the crafting place right here. Oh, and the heat wave is over. Perfect. So let's make a tribal wear. I think we're doing okay on food, all things considered. Like, it's not fantastic, but it could be a lot worse. And Crosby's already really getting things done, so I respect him greatly. Okay, so White, I'm gonna have you take that, and I would like you to put it there. Just moving all the rocks. There we go. Are we? Oh, we are officially out of space in our dump pile again. I'm just gonna give it, like, just make it much bigger, almost twice as big, so that we don't have to worry about stuff anymore. And poor Aspen, who is responsible for keeping this place clean with all of the people running around, is asleep because she's over her mental break. Hopefully she'll get up and work on cleaning up a little bit in the near future so we don't have people getting food poisoning, because that's not good. And now that we have some space, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put down a fueled water purifier and take a look at what else we can do here. Since the heat wave's over, I'm going to just deconstruct the passive cooler for now. And the next thing I want to do is either the oven. We can't do the oven, just kidding. And we can't do the milling stone, so we can't do the smokehouse. We can't do pretty much anything until we get the ability to make bricks. So I think that's going to be the very next thing that we research. But I don't remember where it's at. Oh. Something's going on. It's a solar flare. We don't care. That's not going to affect us until we get some sort of electricity going on. So here's stone cutting. We'll put that up. Actually, no. I just replaced beer brewing. Yeah, you know what? We'll replace beer brewing. And then, how does one do this? I've already forgotten how to do all of this. There we go. Okay, so we'll have them do stone cutting first and then work on beer brewing later. Hey, it is the 15th of April, May, which means that it is election day, which is perfect. We'll see. I'm really excited to see who they decide to vote for leadership. And Crosby is clothed. That's good. Who's starving? Cat, go eat. We still have plenty of meat, and by plenty I mean it'll probably last us a day or two. Oh, we're making some progress. Election! Okay, perfect. Alright, Rowan. Thank you, but please go vote. Thank you. Purple, go vote. Everyone's required to vote. I want everyone to have a voice in this election. That is what democracy is about. And Fennel, who is not part of this... Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so we have a Mad Muffalo at the very worst possible time because he's going to interrupt our election. Hopefully he doesn't go after Fennel. Oh, okay, we have 2 new leaders and also a Muffalo. So, Dog is our lead botanist, which totally makes sense. Congratulations, Dog. And White is our scientist leader. Now, what that means, as I've kind of adjusted... Oh, Rowan is going after... You know, I would actually prefer if you sat there. And Purple, are you... How are you doing on health? You are totally healed up, so come help Rowan, and we're going to have you... We'll just... You know what? Let's have everybody, because everybody's kind of involved in fighting, except for Dog's not very good, and Crosby's not very good. So they're excused. Why don't you come protect? Why don't you come protect? Hopefully between everybody we can get people to be safe. Micromanage this a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so White got a little beat up. Our new leader, White. Oh, hey, she is a botanist? No, okay, that was a aura. So if they're next to a leader relating to their task, they get like a boost. So now that we have our leaders kind of sorted out, let's kind of talk about what that means. So because Dog is our botany leader, he will be kind of more in charge of the agricultural and economic affairs of this city. While Cat will be, as a scientist leader, will be more involved in things like logistics and research and construction and that kind of a thing. So their opinions, aka their personality and their profile here, will have a far stronger sway over what all gets done than the others. Wow, Crosby, you are just really doing some good work here. I appreciate you. You better not develop some sort of crippling disease and die on us, because I know you're 76. Anyway, so that does kind of pose the question. We don't have to worry about what to do about Crosby anymore, but what are we going to do about the item stash? That will be Dog's area of expertise here, because he is involved in economics and items and harvesting and that kind of a thing. So he does not care for intellectual or crafting. He's a bloodlust, so he likes a good fight. So he might be up for going down there and fighting people for it. He's also a psychopath, so he doesn't really care that people could potentially get hurt if he does that. He is a pessimist, though, so maybe he might be like, I don't know. I don't know if we should do that, because I don't think we'll succeed. He's really interested in plants and medical. He's not... Okay, so I think that... Oh no, our meat! Well, not much we can do about that now. We can have, let's see, Cat, you're cloud watching. Well, as soon as you're done cloud watching, I need you to come do some cooking. Anyway, as I was saying, Dog is going to decide that we are going to go and send a small party out to collect this item stash, this infinite chem reactor and the tornado generator, because that could be super helpful. There are 2 turrets and 1 enemy, so we definitely want some ranged fighters, which is probably good that Purple's up and on his feet again. And we'll probably send Rowan as well as our other ranged person, Who else do we want to send besides Purple and Rowan? White is injured, so she's probably not going to go. Aspen, you know, Aspen, as good a work as you do, you are our cleaner and our hauler, you're probably not like super strictly needed here at this very moment. So I might send Aspen, Purple, and Rowan, and everybody else can stay here and hang out. So I think I will do that tomorrow. I kind of want to make sure that we... Ooh, that'll be sending both of our hunters away. I guess we'll have to forage until they get back. But that will mean that, you know, our people will have 3 less people to worry about for feeding, because they can forage along the way. Oh good, our craft room! It's finally finished! Alright, so let's build a door really quick. Maybe we'll have to make like a mayoral office of some kind. Some sort of leadership, seat of power type thing, and put the election box in there. The leadership mod also allows your leaders to teach other people. And that means that we can have them, like, we could have Dog be like, okay, botany is really important. Let's learn about botany. Which, you know, now that he's our leader, so I kind of took a... Oh, we're going to ignore that for now. I don't know if we're going to be going to find the ship or building our own yet. And if you have no idea what that is, we'll cross that bridge later. But now that Dog's one of our leaders, he might actually start pushing for more plant-related things. And nobody else really cares about plants except for Purple a little bit, but I think he might make it more of a priority that they do crops and get crops stuff figured out. Oh good, so White is all healed up, and then I guess we can kind of... So beer brewing was previously thought to be super important, but this, we now have some elected leaders. Let's see what they are thinking about. So I definitely think they'll want to start working on maybe some of the weaponry, or at least white wood, and some plant stuff, and maybe construction. So melee construction and plant stuff I think is going to be our primary priority here. We're going to take beer brewing off. I think everybody can agree we want stone cutting. That's probably good. But the next one I think they want to work on is the long blades. So we'll do that. So now that we have a little bit more room here, I am going to expand this and get rid of that storage area, and we can use this as temporary storage until we get something else sorted out here. Crosby, I'm so appreciative that you joined us. Oh, coal. Okay. Well, I don't actually know what you can use coal for. I imagine just like torches and maybe as some sort of fuel source. But I don't know. I can't say I know much about this thing. Let's see. Okay, contains a bit of coal. Well, that doesn't help. Oh, Fennel, you get beat up a lot. I'm sorry. But I appreciate that you're so dedicated. Okay, dark sedimentary rock. Coal is composed of carbon, mainly used as a fossil fuel, can be used to build or craft when other materials are rare. Okay, well that's good. Cat and Crosby are teaming up to kick out some bedrooms here. Yay! And we might actually get some sort of like progress today on the bedrooms. Alright, who is the next person to get a bedroom? Purple, Rowan, Dog, Crosby. Crosby's doing some real good work, but he is also kind of low on the totem pole because he is not, well, he's a newcomer. So Dog, I think, because he's a leader, will be like, yeah, I vote myself into this new room. Even though Purple and Rowan have been here longer, I think that's what he's going to do. I also kind of just want him out of the way because I want to get everybody who's over here out of the way first. It'll be good when we finally get all of this Mind out. A wanderer joins, and they have a relationship, which is probably why they joined. A villager named Vulture has arrived. She is a paramedic. She is willing to contribute. Okay. Who's her? She's Rowan's sister. Okay. Okay. Wow. We are just, like, we have a huge colony now. We have Dog join last episode. We now have Crosby and Vulture. Huh, we really gotta work on some rooms. She is interesting. So she's not a pyromaniac. I'm very grateful about that. She is a good medic, so apparently the medic skill is something that they both learned. Maybe it's a family tradition. She's good at plants. She's interested in cooking, so she'll belong really well. And she's very passionate about construction. Very good. Well, let's reconfigure the work tab really quick. So she's definitely going to be firefighting patient. I definitely want her to be our paramedic here. And we will quickly make her, she's going to be on cooking too, of course. She's going to be on construction, but she's going to be maybe like a 3 on construction and maybe a 3 on growing and plant cutting. She's interested in smithing, but I'm going to say no for now. And of course, everybody who can haul and clean will be doing that for us. So Vulture needs a place to stay now. Rowan's probably really happy to see a familiar face in his sister. I actually don't know, what kind of relationship do you have? Okay, so they have a pretty positive relationship. Not like great, but positive enough. Very nice, very nice. Well, I think on that note, I know I kind of said that we were gonna maybe go and do some rating for the items that we got, but I think we're gonna postpone that until next episode. And we will put Rowan out, we'll put him right here. Rowan can hang out there, and actually we'll set you up here. There we go. So I think everybody has a bed. I'm like reasonably sure that everybody has a bed. And we now have some rooms! I'm so happy! Cat, your bed's going over here because I don't like the fact that it's right in front of the door. So I think that's what we're gonna wind up with for now. I have a lot of thumbnail art to do now because I have 2 new colonists, and well, that's fine with me. That's kind of the work that I appreciate doing because it means we have more helping hands, lots of colony members. I'm a little concerned with the amount of colony members that we're getting, though, because I don't know if we'll be able to keep up with demand. We have no food except for these wild greens and a little bit of hair meat and 5 simple meals. So we'll see if we can keep up with everything. If not, well, we might have to see what happens. I hope we don't have to get rid of one of our dogs to feed our people. But that's a problem for next time, and I will see you then. I am really excited to see what kind of trouble we get up to with our item quest here. So until then, I will see you later. Bye!